everybody at the Total Therapy Training Podcast. And today we have a fantastic guest in the name of Lily. Lily, how are you today?
Oh, I'm fine. And yes, Happy New Year. The Western New Year has passed, but Chinese New Year is coming.
Yes, when
Sunday.
is that?
This Sunday.
This Sunday. So am I right in thinking we have to wear red? No,
So,
no cleaning. Woohoo!
yeah.
And what else do you have to do on Chinese New Year? I think there's something else.
So many things. The Chinese custom, is fascinating. And we make dumplings on the New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Means, we all get together, reunion, family meal, before, to wait for the New Year. Yeah, and do you know why red? Why do we use red? Do you know?
No, why?
Because in the ancient time, people believed there was a beast called Nian. Nian means ear, yeah, and he's scared of red. Right. He's scared of red and a loud noise, so we all wear red to ward him off. And then we play firecrackers. He's scared of that, so he wouldn't come to eat people. Monster. Yeah, he comes to eat people. So people just scared him off and welcome the new year.
That's fantastic. Thank you for that.
Chinese culture. Yeah, interesting Chinese culture.
I followed most of the rules last year on Chinese New Year, and I had a really good year. So I'm doing it again this year.
Yes, good idea.
Thank you. Okay, so Lily, you're going to be telling us your fantastic story today. I'm so excited to hear what you do because I think it's fantastic. But we'll start with this. So, Lily, please tell us your story. Obviously, you're Chinese, but what brings you to the world of traditional Chinese medicine?
Okay, I'm from Beijing, Chinese. Yeah, China, capital of China. Yeah, Beijing. Yeah, and in our culture, we do believe in fate. Yeah, which means your life already predetermined, before you were even born. And I, from a very young age, I was drawn to Chinese medicine because I heard a lot of, stories, and I even saw, unbelievable things happen in front of me. For example, somebody, really terminally ill and visited, a lot of hospitals without any success. But a Chinese doctor just did something and just cured, recovered fully. Wow. So I just thought, oh, that's great. Otherwise, the poor person, not only suffering, but will die. Yeah. So I thought, that's unbelievable. And I'm so interested in Chinese medicine. And I'm very, very lucky, I got a lot of friends. They are fantastic Chinese doctors. They are very well known in the traditional Chinese field. They're still practicing in China. And our Chinese culture is very family oriented. Yes. Although we are not related, biologically, not from the same parents, but we can call each other sister or brother if we feel very close. We want to feel close. And these great doctors, most of them are men, they just regard me as their little sister.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm very, very lucky. And one particular man, he's only my age, but he had this family heritage for more than 300 years.
Wow.
Yeah, theory and practice is marvelous. People just think it's miracle. Dying people, he goes there and did something, obviously to do with treatment. But people will think, oh, just so simple, just like that, and the patient just revived and carried on living. Unbelievable. It's called Ai Dong Pei. Pei is the surname. Ai Dong is his given name. And he regularly holds seminar connected with good, very famous doctors, Chinese doctors in the US, So we just go on the seminar, we can ask questions. And another teacher, he's in his 70s. But when he was a teenager, he's very interested in acupuncture, and he spent all his life developed a penless acupuncture technique. Yeah, he's a great teacher. He has loads of students, not only in Chinese, worldwide, whoever interested in acupuncture, especially penless. Because when I was young, I had acupuncture. I'm so scared of needles, because it was so painful. And some doctors say, oh, just be brave. The more pain you get, the result will be better. No pain, no gain. Scream is so painful. I didn't like it. As soon as I heard painless acupuncture, I thought, why not? People don't need the suffering, it's enough. So you better just, it's kind. It's very kind treatment.
Yes.
You don't want to add more sufferings if they're already unwell. Yeah. And another very good teacher for Chinese medicine is called Yi Qing. Yi Qing, yeah, he's teaching, through the website, all that. When I was in China, I did go to the clinic, follow them to see, what, because by watching is the first step of learning. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm a visioner, so I learn by following them. In Chinese, it's called 跟师, so it means follow the teacher. Follow the teacher. Yeah. And the treatment method is like a magic, like emotional related conditions like depression or autism, and anxiety, panic attack. One of my teachers, they just use the feathers. I bet you never heard. Feather from the birds. Yeah. Yeah, gently brushing certain points or meridian. Yeah. You just think, what to do with that?
Oh my goodness!
I know. I bet you everybody heard this first time. When I first saw it, I said, what's the result? It's horrible, isn't it? And like tumor, after the treatment, the tumor just slipped out of the body.
Wow.
Yeah. And the kidney stone, the pain is unbearable, isn't it?
Yes.
And again, the instant relief. Yeah. It's just people, maybe if they don't understand Chinese medicine, even Chinese people think Chinese medicine is very slow.
Do they?
It's a slow process. But if you know what's going on as a good doctor, yeah, and the treatment is correct, it can be instant. It happened to me all the time. Yeah. Wow. So it's just very eye-opening.
Yeah.
And it's so exciting, so interesting. Just the miracles after miracles.
So when did you come over to the UK then?
When? Over 20 years now. Yeah. I married an Irishman. My husband is Irish.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. We have 2 girls. Yeah.
Oh, fabulous. Okay, so right, okay, so you've learned in China. These amazing, Chinese doctors and everything.
Yeah.
And then you've come over to the UK 20 years ago. And so you're learning again with total therapy, the acupuncture, is that correct? So,
yes, because although people told me with a Chinese qualification, you can practice in the West. Yeah. Well, I thought, why not? I like learning, and I want to see from a Westerner's point of view how they understand Chinese medicine. And I admire anybody who is interested in traditional Chinese medicine. I think these people are marvelous. They're open-minded, and really, from the Chris total therapy course, I made so many good friends. When I talk to them, I just think they're really Chinese inside of them.
Really?
So really, I decided that they are my Chinese sisters. So they're just laughing. Really, their ideas just like a Chinese person. But on contrast, a lot of Chinese people moved to the West. They cannot wait to Western. I'm not saying Western culture is no good, but I think we should keep something good in our own culture and contribute to the local community. You shouldn't suddenly just want to change into a Western person.
No.
If they dye their hair blonde and they wear these contact lenses blue to make them look. But personally, nothing wrong with it. Yeah, everybody do whatever they like. But I was thinking, we have splendid culture. Yeah. And this Chinese medicine is just so amazing. Our ancestors, I can't believe how clever they are. I can't imagine all that. How could they know the meridians existed even?
Exactly.
Anyway, the Western devices, medical device, can detect meridians after the person dies, disappear, but our bones, muscles, blood vessels still stay. That's all the Western device can detect. But meridians just goes.
Really?
But I say to people, look, electricity, can you see electricity? You can't. Well, you can't deny it exists. Yeah? And God, we can't see God, but I believe God exists. Yeah? And I, one day, a girl from the center, she's got wrist pain. I did treat the wrist, but I put distal points on the foot, on the different side, the other side of the opposite side of the foot. And she said, "What do you do that for? My pain is here." Well, I said, "Look, the switch is on the wall, but it doesn't mean the bulb has to be together with the with the switch." He said, "Oh yeah."
That is such a good way of describing it.
Yeah, because my patients are Westerners.
Yeah.
All of them are Westerners. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't understand. I know what I'm doing, but they don't understand. They get confused. Educate the patients is, our responsibility. The more understanding they gain through the treatment, they will be more likely to comply. Yeah, people don't want to be, blindfold and just listen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, understand, they cooperate really. I give them advice for lifestyle change, but they have to know why.
Yes.
Yeah, like here we emphasize 5 a day. I said, please don't do that.
Really?
Really, because everything goes back to Neijing. I don't know if you know. This is ancient Chinese, like a Bible to traditional Chinese medicine. The full name is called Huangdi Neijing. Yeah, everything goes back to that. It's not I say something or even my teacher. They are only students of Neijing, Huangdi Neijing, because the Neijing says, okay, you can eat fruit and veg moderately. Chinese medicine is about, everything don't go over. If you think, oh, fruit is good, every day I just eat fruit and veg. Yeah. So people do, to lose weight, to do this, to do that. But, in the Neijing, it says you eat it sparingly, not loads, overload the body, because in nature they're cold, not in temperature. I'm talking about qi. I don't know if people, don't have the basic concept of traditional Chinese medicine, if they understand the qi. Qi is the life force. It's very important. Qi and blood. I bet you know. Yeah. I bet you know
Yes, yeah, the life
concept. Yeah, yes. Qi and the blood is so important. It flows, meridians. If there is a blockage, it's going to be condition.
Yes.
Yeah, some problem will occur. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy how we don't in my personal experience, it's like bruises and stuff. Like you just to me, I used to think I was just a bruise, but now after learning about Chinese medicine, I'm like, yeah, but that's causing a blockage, which could then cause stagnation and other problems.
I know. So that's why I say how clever our ancestors were.
Yes.
Look at them.
How did they know? Like I say this all the time. Like even down to reflexology that I do. When I was learning the history of it, I was like, but how did they know? Well, if I push on this part of the foot, it will affect that part of the body. How do they know?
The meridians, the 12 main meridians. How could they see?
Yeah. And it's the same. I think it was Tamsin was explaining to me about the pericardium. Like that disappears when we die as well. So how did they know that?
All the rhinos die. All the meridians you can't see. Yeah, because the qi is not there anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, but a dead body don't look like a lively person because the qi, boom, bye bye.
So what about then? What about if we were to cut open a live person on one of these meridian channels? Would we see a meridian there then?
No. The strongest meridians is by meditation, Chinese way. Chinese meditation, yeah. I do some kind of, exercise, but it's not vigorously like, go to the gym. I stand there. It's called Zhuanggong. Yeah. It's not, Qigong, as people know, they move around. But I just stand there quietly, but I can feel the qi flowing in me. Yeah. So our ancestors, these special people, I don't know if they stood there or sat there quietly. They could see inside of themselves. That's how they found the meridians. Yeah, really. Because I'm so curious. I was so curious. I want to find out the answer to everything. I still ask questions all the time. People think you're like a child. Even only children, they ask, "What's this? What's that?" I keep thinking, and then I actively search the answer. I won't let go until I find it. You're the same, great. Curious.
Yeah. So what does that mean? And what does that do?
I know. That's the best way, because if you don't understand, how can you be confidently treat your patients? Exactly. You can't say just, "Oh, I think it's that." A needle there.
Just put that one in there.
Some blood letting. Let's just try. You can't experiment on the patients. You have to have this knowledge and skill before you go and help somebody.
Yeah. So what is the difference then with studying in the UK and studying in China? How does it that?
The thing is, because again, it's back to the culture. Yeah, it's family oriented. In the past, we have a saying like, "You don't teach your student everything," because if you teach them, they know everything. You will lose your skill of making money. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. They teach the basics. Yeah, but they pass down the most, effective treatment. They keep it to the family. They don't want other outsiders to know our competition. Yeah. I have the best. I keep the best to myself or my children, my offspring. But occasionally, they won't find very good students they think they can trust. Another reason they don't want to teach everyone is some people can be not really kind-hearted enough to want to help people. All the focus is money, money, money. That's bad. That's no good, isn't it? You have to have a kind heart. We have a saying in the traditional Chinese world. We say a good Chinese doctor's heart is like the parent towards the children. They see the patients, they feel sorry for them.
Yes.
I'm like that. I'm very emotional. When I see a patient, like MS, I want to cry and I want to heal. Okay, I have great teachers, teach skills, but they say, "Oh, we can greatly slow down the process." But I'm secretly thinking, I want to heal. I want that person to be free from the disease. It's just so upsetting, their life just be limited, and people even go to European countries to have this euthanasia. How awful! So whenever I see a patient, if they come to me, I want to heal.
Yes.
And the miracles just happen again and again.
Yes. Yeah. Because your intention is there, isn't it?
Yeah, they're very good doctors back in China. They tell me the treatment is effective, but it's not like 100%. Yeah, because I'm aiming at totally heal, free of the disease. But my successful rate is over my teacher. I couldn't tell them.
Oh no!
Yes, again. They will say, "Oh, who do you think you are?"
Yeah.
I don't mean to boast, Yes. I just want to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm a Christian. Yeah. I don't know if it's allowed in the program, but it's the truth. They keep asking me, "What do you do? What do you do to get this great result?" I said, actually, what I do, you know better than me. You know the meridians, you know all the points, but I have this strong desire to heal. I pray for them. I get my Heavenly Father, to support me. Yeah. And I do ask the patients, if you are strongly against it, you don't like it, I won't say it to you. but deep down in my, I will say it quietly to myself. They always say, come on, tell me. Tell me your prayer. So I say the prayer, they say amen. And then the treatment really so effective. I can't believe. Sometimes I surprise myself.
Do you? I bet that's amazing. Like, it must be an amazing feeling when, like,
for example, you won't believe it. And really happened. And let's go back to your question, yeah?
Oh, yes, sorry. Get a little carried away.
China, that's in China, they teach the basics to all the students, or they pick a few, or they don't even pick any from whole class. If they don't think no student is suitable or deserve this, I won't tell. But luckily, I'm very kind-hearted, and I'm really into this Chinese medicine. They see this, yeah. I'm very simple, like a child. They taught me loads.
Yes. Oh, that's good.
Really, they told me the top secret. So I have all this under my belt.
Yes.
Yeah. So here, I've learned from Chris, and also I before I enrolled with Chris, I did go to different college teaching traditional Chinese medicine in the UK. Yeah. I think here the teaching is standard and teachers are open.
Right.
Yeah. And like Chris, I'm very lucky to enroll with total therapy. He teaches everybody, it's very open.
Yeah.
Please learn 100%. Yeah. And Chris is very, very knowledgeable. He's so passionate with Chinese medicine. He's been all over the world to learn the best and teach the best. Yeah. So from a Westerner's point of view, I see Chinese medicine. I think it's very interesting.
Yes.
Very, very interesting. Yeah. So I have both, I've learned from Chinese teachers and from Western teachers. I think I'm very lucky.
Wow.
Yeah.
So would you say that the teaching, apart from the secrets and everything else like that, would you say the teaching's quite the same, or is it different?
Because in China, I told you, 跟师 is very much emphasized. It means follow the teacher. You have to be in the clinic to, follow as long as possible. Yeah. Like I mentioned that Ai Dongpei, who's got 300 years, from the family. Yeah. The experience and knowledge passed down. He started learning before, maybe before he could even talk. He's there watching all the time. What's the parents doing? You just learn. Yeah. Learn on the go. Yeah, that's the Chinese way of teaching. But here, it's limited. We attend class, and Chris does whatever he could to help us. And all the total therapy teachers are very, very supportive. Michelle is, always in the class to support during the lesson, and she's very kind. She gave up her own time once in a month. She does a pop quiz, like a informal. Whoever got time, just you can join, and she helps, with whatever. She just very, very, very kind and helpful.
Yeah.
And other teachers are all very good. Chris, Phil, Cliff, and Paula. Yeah. And Sarah, Natasha. Yeah, quite a few, because we do the practice part from week 1, the fourth lesson. Yeah, so we are theory and hands-on. So it's the best way to learn. Yeah, it's very like Chinese teachers, but because people, maybe I think most of my classmates, they have their own jobs. It's impossible to do 跟师. Follow the teacher, give up their job. It's impossible. It's not, total therapy don't want to provide this. It's just a lifestyle difference. Yeah. They're both good, both very good. Yeah.
That's so lovely to hear. That even though you've trained in China and over here, like it's still as good. The quality is still as good. Like when we can get there. If we were in it all the time, it'd be even better. But I would actually just
because you
live up in that.
You pick up so much just by watching. You can learn loads, and then you practice in the clinic. Yeah, and then because theory and practice is always gap there. By doing more, you will think more. You ask more questions, and it's resolved there and then. It's the best way.
Amazing. Okay. Yeah. So now I want to talk about what you're doing, because I think it's fantastic. So please share with the listeners, Lily, what you do day to day.
I have set up a private clinic, although I'm not an IT genius. I don't really. I don't have I don't have like a Instagram or Facebook, but somebody's helping me to set up all this. I want more people to know. So I have my clinic during the day. Yeah, see patients every day, and I still learn. I still learn. I love learning traditional Chinese medicine. It's like a big sea. Yeah, I'm just a little one there. I'm still learning. It's so interesting. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I don't think we ever
Yeah.
stop, do we, learning?
Yeah. And I dedicate one afternoon once a week, Tuesday afternoon, to like a charity work.
Okay.
It's a group treatment at a local well-being center. I
Yes.
live in Altrincham, Timpley, so it's called Timpley Well-being Center. I started with a ladies group to treat females only, but the center opens to anybody.
Okay.
So the gentleman saying, "Oh, how about us?" I said, "Okay then." After the lady session is from 1:30 to 3 is for ladies, and from 3 o'clock is male if they have some problem. It's like a walk-in center. People just walk in, like acute conditions, pains and aches, or cold or anything acute, just sort it there and then. And chronic conditions, maybe they need longer treatment. They just come regularly on Tuesday afternoon. Yeah, I also have one-to-one because the center they have a treatment room. Is that do you do a one-to-one treatment if some patients are very nervous, they don't like group setting. So the center is very good, very supportive.
Yeah.
So we have this special one-to-one session as well if anybody need it. Yeah. So I'm very happy with the the treatment outcome. One man, he had suffered a pain in his both knees. He couldn't walk properly, a lot of pain. He was on crutches, and he came to me because it's group treatment. I told him I just treat your worst knee, yeah.
Yeah.
So to give you instant relief, and the better knee I'll treat in next treatment. So after one treatment, he was trying to run. I said, "Don't, the other knee is not, it's not treated as yet." He threw away his crutches after one treatment.
What?
Yeah. But the other knee still had some pain there. So I sorted it out the following week, Tuesday. And the people in the center couldn't believe it. What have you done, Lily? What magic have you done? I said, it's just, the right treatment. It can be that quick. People always think Chinese medicine can be slow, but you see, in the center, people just see it. It happens every Tuesday. Yeah.
So is it a chargeable service then? Do you charge people?
Private treatment is so expensive. Acupuncture on its own, in our area, or maybe even the whole country is like £50.
Yes.
Just the acupuncture on its own. But what I offer is not just acupuncture. Traditional Chinese medicine, they have numerous kind of treatment, even with feather. I told you.
Yeah.
You think, oh, it doesn't make sense, but whatever works, I use.
Yeah.
So I do offer acupuncture standard and cupping. Do you know cupping?
Yes. Yeah.
And gua sha. Do you know gua sha? Scraping the skin gently with a special stone.
Yes.
Yeah. And bloodletting. People think, in the past, in the West, the bloodletting kill people. No. What I do, no, I don't let out good blood because we have dead blood mixed in the system with the good blood. Sometimes I say lighting. I after I make very small, just use insulin pen, yeah, just prick the skin gently, and then I put cup on. It's called wet cupping. Do you know? Wet cupping. Yeah, because liquid is is wet, and what I get out is not just dead blood. Dead blood can be black. The color can be ink. Really, really. Yeah, depends on each individual. Is you can see the difference from the healthy good blood. is bright red, the good blood, but the dead blood can be dark to start with, and then purplish, and then can just really just like black ink. And worse still, sometimes I can suck out like jelly, black jelly.
Oh my God.
And potentially that treatment can be life-saving. It's close. Moxa, I can't do moxa in the center because of the, fire regulation or whatever. And I love the smell because I'm a very grateful person. I'm grateful for my ancestors to find this moxa. It's a kind of plant. I'm going to go into it later. Yeah. And it's got healing property. It does have some smell, because you're burning a herb, dried herb.
Yes.
My children said, "Oh, it smell like wheat." That kind of drug. I said, "It is drug for you." And I tell you what it does later. Yeah.
Okay.
And so, except moxa, I can't do. I do all sorts. I only charge £10 for each treatment.
Oh, wow.
So it won't cover my time.
Yeah, no. But look at the good that you're doing for these people.
Yes. It brings me great satisfaction. Yeah. If I'm after money, I won't go there.
No.
That's one of the reasons my those good Chinese teachers, they pick me. They treat me like their own family. They call me little sister. So I'm very lucky and deeply moved by their love. Their love to the people who are sick.
Yes.
They want to save the sick people.
That's
incredible.
So, say for instance, if there's anybody listening who were near you, who are up near your end, how could they contact you to come along to the clinic?
Up to now, it's all my friends and family recommendation. That's why it's the center actually. They have volunteers there.
Yeah.
So they know my treatment is so effective. They said, "Why don't you go to this girl? She's very nice. Once a week, I'm like a student learning from her." She's trying to set up this what's that, Instagram page for me. Yeah. But at the moment, just friends and family. I've been doing this for years. Friends and family. Yeah. But now I do want to go public because I want people to benefit from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you're already on that path because word of mouth, like with your guy with the crutches.
It's not a flatter, total therapy, because I'm an honest person. I hate to flatter anybody, really. Yeah. But I have to say, total therapy gave me the confidence to go public.
Wow.
They have the poll, and my classmates, they all have a web page, because before they came to total therapy to learn acupuncture, a lot of my classmates, they are therapists like you. Yes. They might do the foot massage, or they do sports injury, or they love Chinese medicine. That's why they already have set up a business. So I go ask them. They show me the web page. They design the web page. So I have a rough idea. So we help each other.
Yeah, of course. And that's why it's isn't it?
But I never, before I came to total therapy, I never even thought of opening my own clinic. But now I set up a clinic. Yeah. And I can see myself flourishing.
Yeah, you're like a little lotus flower.
So I do have a private clinic now. The clinic is set up, although I don't have a web page yet.
Yes.
And I treat acute and chronic conditions. And a good traditional Chinese practitioner treats the body as a whole. Yeah. And by balancing the yin and the yang in the body. Maybe the public don't know yin and yang, so I will explain. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yin and yang is a Chinese concept, philosophy concept, and it describes the opposite but interconnected forces. It is also a concept in Taoism. Do you know Taoism? Taoism is our native religion.
Right.
Ancient Chinese own religion. Yeah. And so in Taoism, they believe yin and yang are two halves that together complete wholeness. Yeah. Yin means shady side, yang means sunny side. We encounter yin and yang in our daily life. For example, Night is yin, day is yang, female is yin, male is yang, water yin, fire is yang. Is it easily understand now?
What?
So if our yin and yang in our body reaches a good balance, immunity is restored. Everybody in the West knows immunity. Yeah, it's a Western medicine term. Yeah. So I try to make people understand easily. And if you yin and yang reaches balance, immunity is restored. So the root cause of the condition is removed. All the symptoms disappear. Instead of fighting with the disease, like killing the virus, killing the bacteria, cut the tumors off, we aim to restore your balance inside the body. Yeah. So I think it's kind. Yeah. It's not very invasive. Yeah. And as I mentioned, Chinese medicine, they have numerous methods. So I routinely use these different methods of traditional Chinese medicine, successfully treating many, many conditions, including tumors. Yeah, tumors, benign or cancerous. We see the cause is the same. It's cold. It's very cold. Yeah. Different kinds of tumors in the womb. Although they all called, tumors in the womb, but they have different kinds. Depression, dementia, incontinence, arthritis, asthma, eczema, stroke, post-stroke complication. It's just numerous. Yeah, gynae problems, our male problems, trauma, sports injury. It's so many, and I have a very successful story. I tell you, yeah. The most impressive one was when I treated a male patient who was a close relative. Yeah. And she was an elderly lady, 77, when I treated her. And she was diagnosed with this peritoneal cancer. Have you heard?
No, what's that?
It's very rare. Yeah. It's the lining of the abdominal wall.
Okay.
The cancer is there. And terminal, when she was diagnosed. Because of her age, the doctor just couldn't operate. It happened in China years ago. Yeah. And because the biggest massive tumor was the size of a child's head. and the numerous small ones, filled the abdominal cavity, just so big, the tummy, and poor lady, she had this fluid given by the tumor. Yeah, because the tumor was alive. So the doctors just said that couldn't operate because of her age, and even she survived the operation. Afterwards, is the chemo or radiotherapy, she would die from that. Just no way. Just we can't treat. Sorry. So I took over. I used traditional Chinese medicine. I also used, because I had a teacher who teaches Taoism medicine. Have you heard? Is traditional Chinese medicine stem from Taoism medicine? Yeah, because have I mentioned Taoism in China?
Yeah, you did mention it. Yes,
the native religion. Their aim is to prolong life, or better still, maybe eternal life. They actively, searching ways to prolong healthy life, healthy long life. Yeah, good long life, and they want to help the sick. So it's a very good religion, really.
Yeah.
A good intention, I should say. Yeah. So this teacher taught me some technique I used for the lady. For 25 days, she was healed. Yeah.
What?
And she carried on live for 9 years.
What?
Yeah.
So you did the treatment for 25
I did the treatment. I used the traditional Chinese treatment, and then I thought, why not? I go back to the root. Because traditional Chinese medicine stems from Taoism medicine. Yeah. So I used the simplest. People think, oh, that's ridiculous what you did. Even my own brother, he didn't understand it. And what are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing? Mom is in this state. Don't do this. And so I did it. And the lady survived. Yeah. I say my brother sometimes can be can be, like if cousins get very close, we just say brother.
Yeah. I like that though. I like that.
Yeah. Also, aunties, if we get very close, we can call them mom. It's confusing to Westerners, but it's our way to show I'm very close to the person.
Yeah, I love that though, because I feel like in the West, I mean, I'm nearly 40, so I haven't been around forever, but I feel like we're all kind of like separated, but with like the Eastern culture, you're all in communities, and I feel like that benefits mental health and everything.
Yeah, because in here I have Chinese friends, female, so we are like sisters. We call each other sisters.
Yeah.
So our children, my girls call my friend mommy.
Yeah.
And her children call me mommy. So to a Westerner, maybe it's hard to understand. Yeah. So I call the lady mom. But it's really just a relative. Yeah.
Oh my
so she carried on, living another 9 years of healthy, happy life.
And was she cancer free then? What happened to the tumor?
She's cancer free. And the hospital, they just couldn't believe it.
No.
I did say, I did pray to God. I was worried about the situation because she could be died any time. Yeah.
Oh,
but 25 days made the difference. Yeah, she carried on living. Yeah, living testimony of Chinese medicine. Yeah,
you've got a real gift, haven't you? I think
so. Yeah,
you're
blessed. I think God gave me the ability to heal, ability of healing. So I want to help as many people as possible. Yeah, and all my patients, they say, oh, during the treatment, I can feel how much you care about me, how much you worry about me. I said, I'm not really worried, but I don't want you to suffer. I just want to, I just want to heal you as soon as possible. It's not dragging on forever for the sake of money. If they get healed, they move on to tell their relatives and the family, so they can bring more people to benefit from the good treatment. Yeah, and also Chris, at Total Therapy, all my teachers are so kind. They teach us this, so I agree with them. Yeah, you shouldn't keep the patients for the money's sake. That's cool. That's cool.
So, all right then. So, what is next for you?
Because routinely, all this I mentioned this successful treatments is not like an everyday thing like eczema. I think it's so common in this climate in the UK. I have so many eczema patients. I use my treatment is very successful. It's like instant relief of the itchiness and can be healed very quickly, the eczema. Because as far as I know, the Western in the West they just use if it's too bad they use steroid cream.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. And if it's okay manageable, they just use all sorts of ointment cream, or without really good outcome. So I do a lot of eczema treatment, and in the future, I just carry on with my good work. I think blessed by God, and and get my social media going, so more people.
Good luck with that.
More people will come. And I really want to concentrate on this eczema treatment because it's such a good treatment. Sufferer can be from babies to old age. It's not so. How do you say? A lot of people affected by this condition. I want to make a difference. Yeah. Because so many, so my friends' children, they have eczema. Yeah. And my friends, adults, they have eczema. Some children, they go to see the doctor. The doctor say, oh, when the child grows older, it might grow out of it. Some do happen, but a lot of them just stayed with them and get worse.
Yeah. So can you share with us your eczema treatment, or is it a secret that you're not allowed to share?
No, I can share. But the thing is, every patient, every treatment is different. Although, because it's called eczema, is how do you say, defined by Western medicine, just eczema, just one word. But it can be different causes.
Right.
to different patients. So it's a combination of traditional Chinese medicine. I use acupuncture. I use moxa. The reason for using moxa is a magic plant. It's a herb. Yeah. Moxa. Maybe people don't know. It's a plant called mugwort. Have you heard?
Ah, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. It has healing property, and I tell you an interesting story. Yeah, and it is true. In ancient times, when the Chinese army, travels a long distance to fight with the enemy, they could bring food, weapon, but they couldn't bring water. It's too heavy. Yeah. But again, clever ancestors, what did they do? They use this mugwort, this plant, because it's a very strong plant. It's everywhere. You can find it everywhere, and it's got very strong ability to grow, to flourish. Yeah, we use that to treat the body as well. But one amazing thing is when you find the plant, you burn the leaves, and it goes downwards. The smoke goes downward rather than raising up.
Right.
It search water automatically under the ground. Yeah. So yeah. Is that interesting? I know. A war. Yeah. So the plant, you burn the leaves, so the smoke goes downwards to search water underneath. They didn't have, X-ray or whatever to see what's underneath the ground, but the plant no. The plant goes, and the smoke, after they get the water, the smoke just appear above the ground. So the soldiers start dig. Find water. Yeah. What do I tell you this story for? The moxa is a kind of treatment. They use this plant dried, dried leaf of this plant. I burn the leaf. I burn this. I call it moxa cone to chosen points of chosen meridian. It goes into the body to automatically search where the dampness and the cold is trapped in the body. Yeah, because cold and damp is the first, is pathogen. Yeah, they call it six evil in Chinese medicine. Is two of the six evils, and this moxa, the smoke and heat goes down to get it out and unblock the channel. That's it, and heal. Yeah,
It's just like you say. How did they bloody know? How did they learn? My goodness,
it's so clever. It's so clever, magic. So I use acupuncture, moxa, to different parts because the body can be maybe heat accumulated to the top of the body, but bottom is icy cold. Yeah, they are not in Western world circulating well because of the blockage. As a Chinese, practitioner, our job is unblock, and we see the body as a network, like the radiator. Anywhere blocked in your radiator, the heat can't come. And I say, I joke, I make joke. I say I'm a body plumber. My job is to remove the blockage and restore the smooth flow. Yeah, like the traffic start to flow again, and you regain your health. Yeah. We are not saying, eczema, let's cut off the eczema or do something to the eczema. So I don't aim to the eczema. Like, patient lose weight after my treatment. Well, I didn't aim to do the weight loss. Really.
Yeah.
I try to balance the body and all the symptoms go. And which symptom goes first, the body knows the best.
Yeah.
The body is the miracle healer itself, and my job is just to help it, give it, certain help. Like, people take your cars for MOT or service annually, but we should, treat our body in a good way. Regularly, you need to look after your own body because that's your best friend, isn't it?
Yeah. So we got.
People don't think that like that. They, I can see even my own husband, the Irish man.
Yeah.
I keep telling him, don't do this, don't do that. He said, "You are not policing me." until something goes wrong. I know where it goes, and he hasn't got the knowledge. Yeah, and it is quite stubborn. Fix him after this in trouble. But why not? Chinese medicine is preventative. Yeah, it's preventative. We can see what's coming, so you just steer away from it. We don't have the, high tech devices like a Western hospital. We just do by looking at this person's, appearance, and by listening to their voices, by taking the pose and see the tongue. Yeah, stick out your tongue doesn't mean rude in Chinese medicine. Because what's going on inside you, inner organs performance is all on the tongue. So by doing all this four, we know exactly what's wrong, what's the root cause, and we get to it, sorted. Yeah.
You're incredible. I think we've got to have you back on, because you've said, it's gone out of my head now, but you said at least 4 subjects, right, that I want to dive into.
Yeah, whatever, I'm into Chinese culture. I love Chinese culture. I would like to, more people to know. Like the Taoism, if you want to know, you pick what you want.
That was exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking Taoism, the yin yang concept. I mean, that is a podcast. Because there were so many questions I wanted to ask you, but I thought, no, we'll do a show on it. We will do a show on it.
Yeah. People need to know this. We need to take responsibility for our own health and not waiting until something seriously happen and just rely on the doctors and the hospital. Yeah, we need to be kind. Yeah, we need to be kind to ourselves and to our own family, because your health doesn't just belong to yourself. It belongs to everyone who cares and love you.
Exactly.
Yeah. And try to help the NHS by looking after ourselves, please.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good idea, isn't it? Stop moaning about it and do something about it yourself. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
I mean, you don't do the wrong things like 24-hour gym. That's against the Chinese traditional Chinese medicine, because we think nighttime, evening time, we need to rest. Common sense, isn't it? And 24-hour gym. So do you want to have something nasty happen to you? Again, interesting. They never stop. Like the marathon. I'm not attacking marathon, but in Chinese medicine, springtime is trying to grow, and the summertime is flourish. Well, autumn time is harvest. You need to slow down, Winter, just really go down, and like in nature, animals hibernates, But the marathon is in autumn, is it? If you hear sudden death or something happened during the marathon, don't be surprised, because the body wants to close down. Body wants to slow down, and you are vigorously doing a long time running. It's no good. It's no good. Good exercise is good for you, but a lot of vigorous, like the boxing.
Yeah.
It's just repeatedly causing head injury. What do you do that for? That's it.
Yeah, honestly, thank you so much. Your passion and your love comes through the screen. So what you were saying about your clients, they can feel that you really want to heal them. I can feel that you really want to get this message out there. It's so lovely. It's so lovely to interview you.
Yeah. And whenever, a patient's condition is healed, and the patient is so excited, and I am more excited.
Yeah, I bet. Oh, you must be so fulfilled every day.
I'm so happy, waking up excited every day.
Bless you. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Lily. It's been awesome to speak to you, and I will definitely get you back on this show, because I want to tap into that brain.
Thank you, Simon, and thank you everyone who is listening.
No problem.
Thank you.
Right, take care, Lily, and we'll see you again very soon. Happy New Year for Chinese New Year.
Happy New Year to everyone.
Awesome to speak to you, and I will definitely get you back on this show because I wanna tap into that brain. No, no problem. Right, take care, Lily, and we'll see you again very soon. Happy New Year for China's New. Take care, darling. Bye. Bye. Yeah. So bye 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 bye.